Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This is an activation of the emergency alert system. Communication is down.
Myself a stranger, keeping my try, the deeper I go. When I look up and try to see the light, it just doesn't seem to be that bright. Needing a chance to start all over, placing the past far behind me. A little help will go a long, long way. Don't wanna see the light fade away. Living the dream has no meanings. I'm hoping to find my way off this wayward path. Living in these times brings me to my knees. Just doesn't seem to be that fair. Needing a chance to start all over, placing the past far behind me. A little help will go a long, long way. Don't wanna see the light fade away. Needing a chance to start all over, placing the past far behind me. A little help will go a long, long way. Don't wanna see the light fade away.
What a fantastic ending. That was great, wasn't it, Jim?
Oh, I can't wait to meet these guys. I guess we're going to go to their studio and see what happens.
Oh, yeah, that was, the last song was My Cleveland Project, song called Fade Away. Fantastic song, I like it a lot.
Everything's good about that one.
Yeah, very cool. And then what kicked us off was a band called Avoid Dead with Radio Down. I've played them a few times. I really like that tune as well.
I do too.
I like how it's like we interrupt this broadcast. I thought that was super cool.
Good job.
Yeah, super cool. All right, so go ahead. What were you going to say?
When are we going to go meet them? Was that next weekend you were saying?
Yeah, Thursday we'll be in Willoughby Hills.
Oh, at their studio.
At their studio, we'll be there.
Did they want me to bring my guitar, or that's not a part of it yet?
I might bring my guitar.
Oh.
Maybe we'll just have a jam. That'd be really cool. In 2 weeks, we'll have played on stage together and jammed with another band.
That's keeping busy.
That's keeping busy. So welcome to another episode of Outlaw Radio, live from Cleveland. Very cool. The rock and roll capital of the world.
agree with that one. I had to think about it for a
Yeah.
minute. I
Well-
guess it's between New York and Cleveland, I guess. 'Cause
In Los Angeles.
yeah, and other
be honest.
places, yeah.
Yeah. Well, tonight we bring you the Metal Show with special guest Johnny Rawker from Conspiracy 216. We also have Monica and Solis, who I'm looking at right there, sitting in our green room. Man, she looks hot.
Hello.
You have to behave tonight. Her mom and dad is watching.
I will behave. No
Yeah.
cursing. Well, I don't curse anyways on the show. So.
No, you do really well. You don't curse. She'll be on with us very soon because I already see her there, so we're going to have to bring her on. And I see her giving me like hand gestures. I don't know what she's doing. It's a Texas hand gesture. Yep.
So
Anyway,
what you doing, bangers?
what's up, bangers? Mama's here.
Head bangers?
So
Metal bangers? Just bangers.
yeah, I just want to point out, I hear no latency.
Me neither.
Yeah,
But if I turn on my phone and plug in, I will, right?
there will be latency.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a normal, natural phenomena.
it's conspiracy. That's what it is. All right, so like I said, Avoid Dead kicked us off. Then we heard My Cleveland Project. Also on tonight's show, we have Conspiracy 216, Ancient Limbs, Inherently Lost, a band from France called PCD 555, right? The Joe Davis Band, Hard Handed. I also added Witch Rune, and the Firing Squad from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
We have quite the lineup of music today.
And we're going to also play Monica, her band Distant Sun Rising.
I hope that's up first or second or something.
Yeah, right before we bring her in, we're going to play that song.
Okay, good.
Okay, and we're going to bring her in very soon. So, what's up, bangers?
Well, this will blow your mind. You know, the stars out there and stuff like that, and the numbers are so big, they're so hard to imagine and stuff. Okay, now this is what they're talking about now. Put a 1 down, okay, and then put 10 million zeros after that 1. I don't think you need a lifetime to do that. If I started right now, I would never be able to write 10 million zeros.
Not if you, even if you started at 10 years old.
And that's just the teeny part of the universe. So it's very interesting. I just thought I'd throw that in.
You would be like 160 years old by the time you finish that list.
Honest to God. 10 million?
But
Can you imagine? I'm sure 100 million you could do too.
165 years old. You'd be still getting Social Security, though.
Well, I don't know. Someone's trying to stop that for dead people now. It's ticking me off.
That is ridiculous. They need to pay those people forever, man.
I agree.
Something weird.
As long as it goes into my bank account.
Yeah, something weird just happened with the computer. I don't know. It's conspiracy. Anyway, did you see who we have?
No, I'm not going to squint at that. I know I look really hot when I curl my nose up and squint all the time. So,
Yeah. Also, look who looks really hot.
oh gosh, I see now.
Yeah. The bikini picture makes a lot
my.
of sense, right? She has no idea she's still muted, but we're going to leave her up for a second. I want to jump to her song. Is that cool?
I want to hear that first.
All right. So, yeah, we're going to play your song, Monica. So just sit tight. Hang with us. All right.
I like the attitude, the smiles and stuff. Very good.
All right. So this song is very cool. It's called Dark and Faded. This is Distant Sun Rising.
So don't interrupt me. I'm listening.
I won't interrupt you. I promise. fantastic. Distant Sun Rising, Monica and Solis joining us right now on the show. Can you hear us? You want to take your mute off?
Okay.
Monica.
Alrighty then.
Monica, I'm here.
I like the way the guitar was jamming out at the end. That's a little tease, you know. You go through the whole song, and then when it's fading out, it starts, ripping it, and it makes you want to put the record back on.
Yeah, that was very good. That was fantastic. That's a great song. We played that a bunch of times, and I believe that's the song that got the most votes from the last time. And and that's why she jumped up. She's been in the medal list a whole bunch of times. But we have a lot of people watching the show. We got Zach over at Mackerel at my job.
Oh, good.
My Cleveland Project is on watching the show.
That's good.
We have Distant Sun Rising, of course, joining us. And Monica, can you hear me?
I don't think she can.
Can you hear me?
Things aren't working. Okay.
Monica?
There's-
Monica, can you hear me? Monica?
Okay.
Hi, this is Jeff James,
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
and you're listening to Outlaw Radio. So we must have some problems on Monica's end, of course, because she's blonde. Your mute must be on, and that's why we probably can't hear you. So that's what's going on.
Oh.
But we have a whole bunch of people watching the show, so let's talk, and when Monica figures it out, she can join us, okay? But I have you unmuted. I have you turned all the way up, and you're ready to come in, so you need to unmute. All right. So anyway, Jim, it's been a crazy week. How's it been for you?
Well, we went out last night. It wasn't a date, but we...
No. It might as well have been. We're our own company, me and you.
Where was that? Brook
It was a
Park?
mandate.
Was that Brook Park or Parma or...
I think that's Brook Park.
Yeah.
Off Snow.
Snow Road near 71. What was the name of that place? Solid Gold?
Yeah, Solid Gold Lounge.
Oh, we got to tell you about that band that played there last night.
Yeah, we're going to talk about them a lot later on in the show, but that was Conspiracy 216. We were up on stage with the band last night, and let's show our viewers that, okay?
Yeah, they let us get up and shout out a few notes.
You want to see it? Check this out. That was pretty cool, huh?
Yes, that is. That was a lot of fun.
We went over the 7-second time limit.
They were like...
We're going to get a copyright.
we're going to be sued.
Damn it!
There were like 70
Jim.
people in that place. That place, serves food for free in the back. You have hot dogs and pizza. And,
Yeah, that pizza was great.
And sauerkraut, too, with the
Yeah,
hot
did you see that
dogs.
macaroni and sauerkraut? And all
Yeah,
that
I
good
just
stuff?
I did not eat any of it because I just didn't want to start stuffing myself,
was-
at 11 o'clock.
It was fantastic. I see. Look at dude. She's just laughing and laughing right there. Look how hot she is, guys. But you have to take your mute off.
Can she hear us?
I know she can hear us, but we can't hear her. But how about this? How about I send you Jim's phone number and we'll have you patch into the call-in line. You want to do that? You want to do the call-in line? Just give me a thumbs up for yes. All right, I'm going to send you the number right now. All right, so hang on a second.
Oh, I'm not. I'm not. My Bluetooth. Okay, is it on?
Yeah, we're going to have to turn your Bluetooth on, too. Hold on.
I think it is on. Okay.
All right, it is on now. You probably have to connect to it. Anyway, so let me tell you some stuff. Last night, we were at Solid Gold Lounge. We were hanging out with Conspiracy 216. That was a great freaking time. I had so much fun.
The people really were getting into it, just jumping up and down, and a lot of body movements. All night long. You might as well go to the gym and exercise. You get the gym exercise and the good music all in one. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
That was a good time. Tons of women there, very attractive girls, right?
Yes.
All dressed metal, right?
Yeah. I didn't see any blue hairs in there. Not one.
No.
Not a one.
Not one blue hair.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that it's not attractive. It's not attractive. I meant to say not one blue hair. I like pure blonde, maybe platinum,
Okay.
right? Brunette. Yeah, I see you out there. I can't hear you though. God damn it. Oh, there's your one swear word. But yeah, that was Conspiracy 216 at Solid Gold Lounge. They packed the place. It was fun. We're gonna have Johnny Rawker on the show here shortly. But I have a couple things we're going to talk about. So let's do a couple news things, and then we'll play some music, and then hopefully we get her back on. All right? She's going to try the phone. Yeah? All right. All you got to do is hit it on mute, and you're set to go, Monica. You could talk at any time. And let's just double-check it. See, Jim, I got her all the way up.
I didn't hear my phone ring.
No, I didn't give her the number yet.
Oh. How you going to give it to her? Text it to her or something?
Yeah, I'm going to text it to her right now through a private
Why don't we
chat.
play a song while we try to figure this out or something?
Yeah, we could do that. It's probably a good idea to do that.
Okay.
All right, so this is the Joe Davis Band. This is the Black Horse of Death.
Okay.
And it will be here in a second.
1.
2. We'll be right back.
Morning comes, the morning goes, and you're still grounded. You are strong, or so you say.
was a horse at the end.
Was that a part of their recording? No.
That was the
Did you?
Black Horse of Death.
Oh, so that was
Oh, yeah.
a horse.
That's the Joe Davis band. He's from North Carolina.
Oh, that was kick ass.
And you know who's really good friends with him? Angelina Green from Rockstar Radio Underground. And Johnny said they gave him big Jackie Lee vibes with that guitar riffing. And
Yeah.
Jackie Lee was the guitar player for Ozzy.
Okay.
And I believe he played on Bark at the Moon, that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I think that was the song he was on. Well, we're waiting for Monica to get together on the other side, over in the other world. We can't hear anything she says. And I'm thinking about kicking her off and then
Yeah.
bringing her back on.
If we
And
ever-
maybe that'll work. I'm not sure. But so what we're going to do, Monica, is once you can get it together, you'll just join the show. But I'm going to talk about a couple things that's in the news, all right?
Okay.
All right, so I got something interesting to show you guys. You'll see up there on the screen, Michael Graves' show is canceled. If anybody knows who Michael Graves is, he's the singer from the Misfits. His show is canceled for supporting the Proud Boys. He also is a MAGA supporter, and that was listed in some of the things of why they banned the show. So basically, venues are woke. They're canceling him for political affiliations. And this guy is a self-professed patriot. And I'll say this, I've met him several times, Jim.
Yes.
I'll tell you the story about how I met him. I used to be a booking agent with Spotlight Talent at the Flying Machine with Mitch. And they came through town and they had a show. Well, we had a big snowstorm and the show got canceled, but they were already there and in Cleveland. So my boss, Mitch, felt bad. These guys hadn't eaten for a couple days. They were on tour. They really had nowhere to stay. They were going to sleep in a cold van. So he let them stay in the Flying Machine. They slept on the couches. And we went out to KFC, which was right around the corner. And we got them a big bucket of chicken. And we got them all the sides and all the extras. And they had all the booze they wanted in the club. But that's how I met them. And they seemed like really nice guys. I thought they were nice.
Was that many years back?
Many years back. I guess that would go back to like 1999, 2000.
Oh, that is, yes.
For sure.
Still
So,
keeping in touch. Nice.
yeah, I thought he was a good dude. And yeah, he's a MAGA supporter. He voted for Trump.
So the venue where he was canceled, you're saying?
Yeah,
Where was that?
It's the
Akron?
Yeah, in Akron. It's called the Afterlife.
So what's that all about? They don't need customers to come in? They want to alienate like half of the population right off the bat or something?
Well, I think what happened was they got a bunch of hate from a bunch of liberals saying that he's, part of the Proud Boys. He supports the Proud Boys. And as we all know, January 6th insurrection is all Proud Boys, although the FBI was there and they let a lot of people in. Supposedly, I mean, I'm not going to say it.
Well, it's too
I
bad.
wasn't there.
It's too bad things are going that way now. It
Yeah.
seems I've seen a little bit of it too.
So my point is, shame on these woke-ass venues. Fuck you. These bands are going to get smart and stop playing these venues. What's the benefit of a venue? I mean, I do love venues, and some venues are really freaking good. Like, for instance, Spotlight Cleveland.
Oh, that is a nice place. It's not very big. They're so nice. They don't play
Yeah.
games like that.
They have a nice sound system. It's small, but it's very nice and well kept together. They offer drinks to their artists. They offer food. They offer you to get tips, and they also pay you out as a performer.
Yes, I actually gave the money back to them that they paid
Yeah.
me last week.
I like that you did that donation. That was very cool.
And the tips that I got, I was getting $10 bill tips and stuff like that. Thanks a lot, whoever did that. Well, I gave that to the barmaids, so maybe they'll ask us back.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
they are gonna ask. Didn't they ask me back anyways? When is that? You
yeah, I
don't know
think in
yet?
May
Oh, in
they
May,
asked you to
okay.
come back.
Yes, they said they liked it, so that's. I thought I was questionable, but you know what they say? Oh, no one heard the mistakes, and I go, oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so that's my take on it. I mean, take it with a grain of salt. People probably don't really care all that much anyway when I say about it, but in my opinion, I mean, you're basically have canceled out a whole group of people. All the conservatives that have actual cash in their pockets.
If I was a entrepreneur, I think I would be neutral and want everybody to come in my establishment. So I don't understand that way of thinking.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But Jason P., you just earned yourself a band, buddy. Talking about black people, it's just not cool.
Right? Really?
Yeah, you just earned yourself a band. I'll be seeing you, bro. I already know who you are, Rob. But later, bro.
It's kind of funny how people are getting on YouTube. This is YouTube, right? And then they're typing in racist stuff on our show, and we don't want anything to do with that. We want to be neutral. We don't want to go political. We just want to play music, have fun, and make fools of ourselves a little bit. And maybe hope somebody will laugh every once in a while.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay, well,
I'm just having some issues here, bro. I'm going to play some music, and we're going to get back into it. This is Inherently Lost. This is Unraveling Sanity. Hey, we're back live. We're having some technical difficulties with the show, so we're just gonna keep going with it.
Gonna have to just play the music right now.
Yeah, and guys out there, I know Johnny, Janine, Monica. We have 2 guests that are on our show that are putting up some crazy shit on the show. Let me say this: when I started Loud and Local, Jim, and I started Loud and Local February of 2023. So it's only been 2 full years that I've been doing this. Can you believe that shit?
I think you made a lot of progress.
So when I first went on, Redline Radio was live. And on Redline Radio, and just like this show, we get comments, right? And normally I'm able to ban people in their comments, but for some reason, because we're having technical difficulties, I can't ban them or kick them off the show or get rid of the comments. I could not add the comments to the show, but we have Jason P. and we have this guy, this metal guy, right? Now, both these guys are more than likely my ex-band members named Rob. And it's kind of sad that I have to do this. It's been like 14 years since I played in the band with them. But they act like little bitches. And they come on and they leave negative comments. And they talk about racist stuff. They just want to see the show get canceled. But surprise, guys, I'm not actually putting your comments on the show, as you can see. Only people like these guys get to go on the show. So, yes, we are doing good. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jamie Watt, tuning in on LinkedIn. Got a lot of LinkedIn people.
That's encouraging.
Really nice, right?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to get on with it. I got some stuff I want to talk about, and soon we're going to get Monica on, and we'll have Johnny Rawker on soon, all right? So, we also don't have tonight the paranormal chef.
That is, yes, he's some health problems with his dad, I think.
Yeah, I know he's with his dad tonight, and he'll probably be with his dad this next week. Matt will be back with us on the 9th, and Matt will be back. We'll be talking about Aleister Crowley, and we'll be talking about what happened on his deathbed and the stories we've heard, and, he was part of that whole Satanist movement.
Uh-huh.
So that ought to be very cool. All right, so I'm going to do the paranormal news.
Okay.
All right?
Yes.
So here we go. All right, so this is it, man. I saw a whole bunch of stuff. Me and Matt had it worked out. We were going to do Bohemian Grove, and we're going to talk about CERN. And all the stuff that I'm going to talk about is all the stuff that me and Matt talked about anyway. So it's really like Matt doing it. So, but this is a couple things I added to the show that were not part of it that I thought were really super weird and cool and kind of political. So it got my interest. All right, so the Toronto Star reported in October 20th of 2024. And let me do this right first. We're going to have a show. Let's have a good fucking show. See, now I'm angry with the stupid fucking comments, and I'm going to swear. So, check this out. Jim, doesn't that suck though? That like, do you know when I was on Redline at first, I had like probably like 170 comments, and 95% of them were negative.
How is that?
They just create like fake YouTube pages, right? And then send you crazy stuff. Like I had so many, but what was funny was they were feeding into the views, and I was getting all these views and shit. So my show at Redline Radio was like #1 for the longest time. And it was all based on that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, so I apologize, guys out there, but those are haters, and that's what I deal with. So anyway, so this is the Paranormal Chef. The Toronto Star reported in October 20th of 2024, self-identified witches gather online and in person with one goal, preventing Donald Trump from winning the presidential election.
That's for real.
That's for real. The Toronto Star. They had a mass ritual.
Some great reporting there.
Isn't that fantastic? Okay, so October 27th of 2019, OpenDemocracy.com wrote, lies in the power of religion, like elements such as myths, rituals, and magic to sustain political and social movements. Vice.com, March 15th, witches across America have beyond performed their first in a series of rituals to bind Donald Trump from winning the election.
Oh, boy.
And the featured artist was Lana Del Rey. Have you ever heard her music?
Probably. I'm not good with that pop.
We have a message from Monica. I have fixed it. If not, text me. We're going to be with you very soon. Don't worry about it. I'm going to knock out the paranormal thing, and then we're going to talk some music. All right, so witches tell us how they're making magic political. So I thought that was really crazy, right? So I had to share that with you because,
That is insane.
hey, Donald, now you have witches that are pissed off at you.
Why not?
Come and get me, witches and warlocks.
Are there any unicorns out there that want to
Oh my
get
God.
together and?
You know why they call single women unicorns?
No.
Some single women.
No.
Yeah, she hears us at least now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because finding a good woman is like finding a unicorn.
Oh.
It's like almost impossible.
It wasn't much. It's not that it was funny as much as that it's sadly true.
It's so sad. It's true. That's why it's funny. Okay, anyway.
No, I can't say that. That's kind of being mean. Maybe I just haven't been at the right place at the right time. There's plenty of good women out there. Just because I haven't met them,
Just because you haven't. Just because. How old are you now?
I'm not saying.
All right, in the upper echelon of your age. Just because in your upper echelon of age you haven't met one doesn't mean
upper.
In the 90 years of your life on Earth you haven't met one.
You said 90 years, but I'm not 90 years old. That was not a secret message that he was trying to.
Hi, Mom. She's 90. My mom's 90.
I'm young compared to her.
Yes, you are. You could still move around. You can do the jig, right? I saw you dancing last night on stage.
I was adjusting myself, I think.
No, I'm not even going to touch that one. That was bad, too. All right, so
bad today.
everything's going to go. It's going downhill fast. All
Hey,
right.
we need a show like that. It shows our toughness. You know, we're going to get some battle scars today, and we'll get by.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy the haters. And Monica's probably really loving it. She's like reading through the messages from the haters, and she's like, yeah, I'm home, right? She has haters.
I can't wait for Monica to be on. And when is that going to happen? When you're done with the
As soon as I'm done with the
paranormal.
paranormal. Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, just fucking get to me.
Just, really, please be
Just get
patient
to
with
me.
us. We're sorry about the delay. Okay, she looks happy still. Has the good attitude. Yes.
Yeah. I just can't hear you.
Wait a minute. I thought we solved that.
I don't know. I can't hear you, Monica. Nope. Nope. I can't fucking hear you. Fuck. This is how my day's going, Jim. All right. Anyway, get back to the paranormal then. Have you guys heard of Bohemian Grove? Do you know what that is?
Yes, I do. Mark Dice has a real nice book on that.
All right. So Bohemian Grove is really cool. Me and Matt talked about it a lot. The cremation of care is an annual ritual, Jesus, production written, produced, and performed by for members of the Bohemian Club. It is staged at the Bohemian Grove near Monte Rio, California, in front of a 40-foot tall image of an owl at a small artificial lake wrapped around with redwood trees. Yeah. I was going to ask Matt if it was true that a lot of alien abductions, they see owls first. Did you ever hear that?
Well, only you talking about it and Matt, but
It's a proven fact that a lot of abductions, as they interviewed people, they said they saw an owl, and then the owl changed into an alien's face, and then they were abducted. Owls kind of look like aliens if you think about it. Don't you think? All right, so many presidents have been to Bohemian Grove. Herbert Hoover, president during the Great Depression. Richard Nixon, which he disliked the club. He said it was too bohemian.
what's Bohemian?
I don't know.
Is that racist? Not that I want to. I'm just kidding. But
You're a
what's
Nazi.
Bohemian? It's like Eastern
Bohemian.
European or something like that. They're like gypsies, or I don't know. But we will carry on here.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Can
hell
anyone hear me?
yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you
Oh
hear
my
me?
goodness. Okay. I
What just
can't.
happened?
It was a
We
setting.
have
It was a setting. I was
Monica.
like,
You know what? Fuck the paranormal. I don't feel like doing it
Bohemian
tonight.
means esoteric or eccentric.
Oh.
An eccentric person.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Oh, is that right?
Or
Okay.
scrappy. No,
I
I'm
should
joking.
also say this. Welcome to the show,
Yeah,
Monica.
welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Finally, we have you. I should also say this. Monica is
Here's the
very
setting.
into the paranormal. Isn't that
Well,
correct?
I live it. I
Yeah, I
live
know
the
you live it.
paranormal.
Jim has no idea. I've never shared him. It was going to be part of our
Oh,
story today. So,
it's
so you know about the
a lot.
Bohemian Grove?
And
Yes, I do. Of course, I
I'm
do.
not I'm not surprised to hear that what you said they're like, kind of crazy and out there.
Well, it's not necessarily that they're crazy.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
just say
I
that
don't
they
mean it
like
like
to
that.
be very comfortable.
Yeah,
Very comfortable, natural.
So what did you have to do on your end to fix it? Did you follow Johnny Rocker's instructions?
Now on the audio on here, I've got like 40 different settings because of my yeah, I'm complicated, so I got to figure it out.
All right.
Sorry.
So welcome to the show,
Hi, how
Monica
are
and Solis of the band
you?
Distant Sun Rising. And let
Welcome
me,
to my bedroom studio.
Nice.
looks good. I like the look of it.
There's pillows everywhere.
We'll get our studio audience in here. There you go. So yeah, I was talking about Bohemian Grove, and you're familiar with it, right?
Bohemian Grove and the Owl God, Skull
The
and
Owl God.
Bones. Yes, the
Yeah.
Skull and Bones. It's you know, I lived in Austin, so there's Alex Jones is there, of course, and
Yep.
he's cuckoo bongo. But you know what? I'm about free speech and our Constitution, and I'm a Republican, so sorry, but
Yeah, hold on.
you know,
Wait, hold on. What'd you say?
That's
I
okay.
You
said I'm
say
a
Republican?
Republican.
That's
I'm a
not
Republican.
a crime.
There you go, baby. I knew I loved you for a reason. I'm in love
I am
with you right
I am
now.
I am a Republican, absolutely. We have the Alamo Pachyderm Club here, and my family are like, on the board. So I'm like very much so. I'm the daughter of an Army colonel.
Ah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm all about that. I'm all about our rights, and people, they look at me and they think that I'm completely different from what I am. I don't know if it's I don't get it because I'm just a person. I don't understand, but they assume things. They judge a book by its cover, I guess you could say, when they see me. I get that a lot.
Yeah, but your cover looks amazing.
Well, thank you.
God, I
I'm
mean,
just trying to
dang.
live. To be honest, I'm just trying to get by. I'm just trying to get through the day, and I don't, I don't wear anything to like offend anyone or do anything to offend anybody. But I've got some serious haters too. It's like people
Yeah,
that don't even know me. That
I guess
yeah.
you can't avoid that, right? I mean,
Um,
I try to.
I don't really have a problem normally when I actually meet people and speak to them and they get to know me and they're in a room with me and we have a conversation. There's not a problem because they understand that I'm very benevolent. There's not a mean bone in my body. And these people, this girl like 20 years ago saw me on stage, and she came up to me in the bathroom in a club called Sneakers, here in San Antonio, and she rushed me. She put her hand on my purse and on my hair, and I don't like being touched because I've been attacked. I kind of have social anxiety
Yeah, I
disorder.
gotcha.
I've been attacked 28 times. So, if you've been attacked 28 times by strangers, then, you'd be a little standoffish too.
Yeah,
So this
that's
girl
weird.
comes up, she goes, "I like your hair." And I was like, "Oh." I said, "Excuse me." And I walked out of the bathroom. 10 minutes later, this friend of mine comes out. She goes, "This girl's in the bathroom and she said you attacked her." And I was like, "What? What are you talking about?" They're like, "She's crying and carrying on, and you attacked her." I'm like, "What the hell?" And they're like, "That's what I said." Because there's no way that I would ever do that. I would never do that. I mean, if you're being a jerk, I'm going to tell you. But I would never attack somebody. It's so ridiculous. I let people make their own assumptions about me. Apparently, from what I understand, this girl, she wanted to be the center of attention, and I was like, "Wow, I didn't know I was the center of attention. What the hell are you talking about?" I was like an opening band that night or something. I don't know.
Wow.
She just flipped out on me, decided she wanted my life, and she's been stalking me for 20 years from city to city and trying to tear my life apart with a whole lot of money
Man.
and a whole lot of people behind her. And now they're caught, and they're witches, by the way.
Seems like there's a lot of witches in the world right now.
There are, and this is the split of worlds right now. Why do you think I'm here? I'm an
They're all
earth
coming
angel.
out.
Bodhisattva. I'm here.
Already,
as a benevolent being to help lift humanity up, to bridge to higher consciousness. And people don't know how to react to that. So they way go off the deep end with me. They attack me. They do voodoo death magic on me, which is not fun, by the way. It's like, it's really creepy.
Yes, it is.
It is very creepy. These people actually have hired voodoo witch doctors, flown across the world and hired voodoo witch doctors to take me out. And unfortunately, it doesn't work on me because it only works if you're, it doesn't work on me. I'm an angelic, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
I already know what you are. I was thinking
what.
about it today when I was talking to you earlier, and I was thinking like starseed, but
Well, it's the same thing. I
is
mean,
it the same thing? I wasn't sure.
yeah, I mean, I came into the world. We all are. We
You're
I
an
mean, we are.
alien.
But I'm what they call 144000. You know, they call us different things. People who have extraordinarily difficult lives. I mean, we all do, but mine's been ridiculous. Like, cancer 3 times. I've had cancer 3 times. You know, it's like I've been in horrible car accidents that severed my spinal cord. I mean, I've been through some stuff. I have metal in my neck. I've been through a lot of crazy. I'm missing bone. I mean, I've been through it incredibly and attacked 28 times, and I'm still happy. I don't take it personal. I'm alive. I'm so grateful to be alive that I have air in my lungs and I'm able to like create. And all I do all day long is create music. And, you know, right now, because I'm working on an album, but, you know, and I do good in the world. I do fundraisers and, you know, I help people out because I do have some abilities, like psychic abilities. I'm clairsentient. I help people out when they have issues, which is really sucks. Like their kids have bite marks on them and they're like, something's in our house, help. And I'm like, I go over there and I kick its butt back to wherever it came from. And I'm very fearless and I've been fighting these things since I was a little kid. So, yeah, they tried to pull me out of my bed when I was like 4, but, you know, so yeah, I've had a very unusual life.
And
Mine's boring.
yeah, I was just thinking,
You want to trade?
happily boring my life is right now.
So I guess you could call me an earth angel or a starseed or whatever you want to call us. But,
Yeah, I was thinking
a chosen
starseed.
one. That's
And
okay.
also looking at you, you look like a Nordic, for God's sakes.
I am Nordic. I'm Celtic. I'm 69% Celtic, 21% Nordic.
Yeah.
I'm Nordic. Yeah. And then I have a 17% Italian and 3% Argentinian.
See, Jim, if I was to get my passport and become a passport bro, I'm going to a Nordic country. Tall, blonde, beautiful
is that like
women.
Norway or in Sweden?
Yeah, Norway.
Or
Yeah.
stuff like
Norway.
New Zealand.
that. Okay, good. I'm not.
I'm
totally-
Norse. I'm
Greenland.
Norse and Celtic. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Scandinavian countries. Yeah. So it should be one country, but basically, yeah, we're all one people. But
Janine Spring out there said you need your own podcast. I agree.
a lot of information. I'm sorry.
You would be good on a podcast.
Yeah, she definitely would rule on a
With your-
podcast. All the other, you would probably have as much haters as I do.
I
probably
ignore
come- they
them.
come
I
out
don't
of
even
the
care.
woodwork.
I'm like, they got issues.
Hey,
Who cares?
the funny thing is, like, with and I'll say this real quick about the haters. Like, I'm not going to say their name because are not worth it, but they can leave comments, you know, where other people can see the comments. But unless I physically put their comment on the show, it doesn't go on the actual show.
Yeah,
So-
let's go. Yeah, gatekeep that.
Yeah, so I'm the gatekeeper, Jim. They can't actually get on the show, so wah, wah.
That's good.
I'm not a white supremacist. Is that what that dude said?
Yeah, he said that.
And
me
you're
and Jim
very
are-
ignorant, sir.
Me and Jim are
You
white
need to read a book.
supremacists.
He needs to read a book, and he
I
needs
didn't
to
see that.
grow up a
Yeah,
little.
you don't. Well, you can't see it now. I don't want to pull it up so everybody can
That's
see it.
terrible.
But everybody else in the comment section that's commenting on the show can see it, but they
Yeah.
can't see it on the
So
screen.
we're all
Are
white
people-
supremacists, huh?
Yeah,
Are people
that's
that ignorant? I thought we were
Yes.
evolved past that.
No,
Wow.
that's why. Hey, listen.
Wow.
Let's talk
That's
about
so
paranormal
sad.
shit. That's why the aliens won't come here, man.
No, they're here.
We're a bunch
They're
of
here.
fucking
It's density.
idiots.
No, they're here. They're here. It's
Well,
a
they-
density thing.
Yeah. Hey, man, we're never gonna be able to ascend when we have stupid people. I don't. We're gonna have
We
to
have
have
to
a
go
huge.
together.
Yeah, we need to all get together, but we have stupid people in the world.
Well,
I don't know
we're
why
going to
they're
be
even here. They need to go back home. We're probably 100 years away from
No, we're not.
evolving.
We're actually very, very close.
How can
Because
we
we're at
be?
the we're at the grand solar flash. We're going to have a giant CME. The sun is already in solar maximum. We're getting 5, 6, and 7D gamma light rays, ionized radiation coming off of the central sun, Alcyon. It goes through the cosmic web into the actual our soul right here, our sun, and it blasts these photonic ionized radiation particles at us, and we're all made of photons. That's what we are. We're made of photons. We're photonic light. We're a frequency. So these particles come off the sun in these plasma whips. If you ever see the sun whip these plasmas, and it's going to hit the Earth. It does every day lately. It will. It's a CME, coronal mass ejection. So this
I had a
photonic light
CME last night.
Perfect. So
It came out of my
these
wiener.
photons, they don't affect life
Sorry,
on
Jim.
Earth in a negative way. This photonic light actually will go through us, goes through you. It affects your DNA. It activates your DNA, and it literally is blasting darkness out. So it's changing every human being on the planet. So people that are like me, that we all have the same atom cadma that's being activated. We have what they call junk DNA. That's not junk DNA. It's just inactive,
I've heard about that.
innate. So that is being activated right now. So people like me are just a little ahead of the curve. We got activated early. That's why we have the abilities early, like telepathy and clairsent and claircognizance.
Don't you think that
yeah.
maybe that the
Kinda cool.
aliens need to activate all the liberals first, and then they can catch up to us?
It's
I know
going
that
to
sounds
be.
awful.
It's going to be. You see,
So many
density.
dickheads.
The Earth is moving to 5D. The entire galactic sheet, the entire
Yeah.
galaxy is moving into 5D.
Oh,
We are
God.
like fleas on a dog. We're just along for the ride. Gaia herself, the Earth, or Terra, or Ki, whatever you want to call her.
All
or
right, hold
Earth.
on a second. Hold on.
Yeah.
Jim, are you familiar with Gaia?
No.
All right.
Oh, Ki,
Gaia.
Earth.
Yeah,
Earth.
go ahead. Explain. Can you go through the list
Mother
of what
Earth.
they call Earth
Yeah.
again?
Earth is Terra Nova, which means new Earth. Then we have Gaia, which is Mother Gaia. It is a very ancient name for her. And then there's also Ki, because we are the key of the galaxy. And we came from Enki, who was an Anunnaki. And they're the reason we're here. So they're
Remember we
the
talked
ones
about
who
the.
screwed with our genetic makeup. But this is an ancient Sumerian tablets. It's been you can find this anywhere. It's pretty much everywhere. It's been corroborated all over the world by scientists. It's everywhere, from the Mayans to ancient Egypt. You're going to find it anywhere. Anyway, so the Earth is ascending to 5D. If you noticed recently, about a year and a half ago, I think actually it was about 2022, you can see Saturn. They showed some pictures of Saturn where they have like a polar storm. It's kind of like our aurora borealis going on Saturn. But you can see the poles. This happened a few years ago. Heat up. It's happened on Mars also. It's because the poles are flipping, because the galactic sheet is switching over to 5D. We are just fleas on a dog following Mother Earth. She's taking us with her because we're part of her. So Mother Earth is switching to 5D. What is 5D? It's a density. If time and space don't exist, clocks exist, time does not exist, right? So time and space are relative. Then this is a consciousness thing. This is all is mind, so to speak. It's collective consciousness. So we are going into the fourth density right now from the third density. Third density means duality. It means ego and heart-based thinking. It means duality of the poles. Like the Earth has a magnetosphere, every human has a magnetosphere that goes about 15 feet out, 8 feet out. And it's not. If you know anything about the laws of the universe, it's a lot. Sorry. I don't get out much.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a lot. Hard to explain, and I've never explained it before, really. But our polarities as human beings have to be balanced for us to evolve into the next density. So our male and female, which is positive and negative polarities, have to be balanced. It has nothing to do with sexuality. It's a positive, dark and light have to be together. You have to walk the middle path, right? It has nothing to do with transgender or any of that. This is about light and dark, and each human you have to go through the darkness to be enlightened. Pain teaches you how to be wise, and I have been through an incredible amount of pain, and I'm still happy. And apparently that pisses people off. Sorry about that, but
people hate when you're happy.
They really
Hey, Jim,
do,
I'm
and I'm
happy.
always happy. So,
Yes, you
are
are.
you happy?
I'm very happy, and I also want my haters to know how happy I am.
I heard that the Earth is going through a polarity change right now. How often?
That's
does
what
that
it is.
happen? Every
Yeah.
7 years or something like that,
Yep.
or
It
even?
was every 26,000 years.
Oh, I was.
It's the
close.
solar flash. The grand solar flash hits our magnetosphere, the two poles of the Earth, and it wobbles our atmosphere and actually causes our poles to shift. Now, the poles are already shifting because the solar activity is coming at us. Instead of one giant, huge CME that's just going to burn everything to a crisp and kill everybody, we're getting incremental blasts. We're getting incremental X-class flares and M-class flares, which is causing every human being and animal on this planet to evolve physically. We are all changing. So if you have weird things going on in your body that you're like, what is that? Like, it feels like something moving up your arm. It's not, it's actually your body, your chemistry is changing. We're changing from a carbon-based DNA life form to a light body or a silicone-based.
Oh,
We're going to be.
Say that silicon.
No, we
really
all
is-
are. This is 5D. We become lighter in density. We lose body mass, and so we're going to be absorbing a lot more light. We're going into a higher dimension. All of us are. We all are. You won't really notice. It's okay. It's like you're
Well,
going to be here and then you're there.
We can't
But
we can't get there fast enough, to be honest with you.
it's going to
Well,
happen. You're going to be there before you know it. Sorry, talk
Monica,
so
we're
much.
gonna take a quick break. We're gonna play a song, okay? We're gonna leave you up here with us,
Definitely.
and when we come back, we're gonna continue our conversation, okay?
Can't wait.
Oh no, you're totally fine. And you know what? We didn't have our paranormal chef on, but we got you tonight.
Yes, and
Nobody had any idea that you were gonna get on here and talk this stuff, and
just
it's very cool because we love it.
we needed
Sorry.
a little boost tonight. It was kind of a shaky start, and it's great having you on.
Yeah, it sure is. But
I
I
adore
got
you
something
guys.
brand new for you. Monica, check this out. This is a song called Rocking Chair. This is from a friend of ours in the United Kingdom. His name is Darren Ironside. His band's called Midnight Whiskey Massacre. This is brand new, Jim.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
I just had it sent to me. But we'll still be able to hear you. But we're going to mute you during the song. But here we go. This is Rocking Chair by Midnight Whiskey Massacre.
Okay.
222 sent a long message.
The diary lay as if she knew. As the wind would blow, the pages would turn. An awful vision of life. A twist of a knife to see if it would burn. We were kids, we never knew the truth where we would play. Like a poet, she would write what she felt and saw each day.
Midnight Whiskey Massacre. I got you back, Monica. You hear me again?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Did you hear us talking the whole time?
I didn't.
You didn't?
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, okay.
No, it
Yeah,
was
I
all
probably
very
don't.
good stuff, actually. We want you to come back on the show. We want you to be on the show.
Yeah, we
Talk a
definitely
lot.
want you to come back. We want you to come on when we do the paranormal stuff, and come on when Matt's doing it with us and the whole bit. And you really add some really cool stuff. And since you are an expert,
I'm going to
Starseed.
warn you, though. The people that are involved in what's been going on with me are in the public eye, and the story's about to break.
All right, well,
It's
fuck
about
them.
to-
I don't,
so you're-
I don't care.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention their name. I'm just saying I'm trying to keep it out of the press and stuff like that because
Yeah.
I really it's
Well,
so stupid.
We don't need to talk about. We don't need to talk about them.
Don't be
28
surprised.
times.
We could talk about-
28 times.
Yes, I've been attacked
Paranormal.
28
Do you
times.
have a diary on that or something like that? Is it all?
No, I have police reports and restraining orders.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
And it's
she's-
always like something dumb too. Like I'm coming home from church and a cab driver abducts me and tries
Didn't
to
you just get all your shit hacked too?
Yes, I've been hacked 9 times, through every security you can imagine. They paid $100,000 to have everything taken out of my computer, to steal everything and to cripple me for 2 weeks. I was completely crippled. Like my phone, they hit my phones, my router at my apartment, and my computer, everything. Took out everything through all my emails, all my social media, and totally wiped out my hard drive on my computer. It took me a month to rebuild my hard drive. I did it myself. So like, yeah, it was awful, and all because these narcissists thought I was going to talk about them. I'm like, I don't even know you. I have
She didn't
no
say-
clue.
They did this
I don't even-
remotely or something.
They paid a team of hackers to do it.
Yeah, it's true. That they did the same thing to Angelina Green, who's with Rockstar Radio Underground.
Yeah.
And I never got hacked until I joined her. She'll
Well,
tell you that. Yeah. Then Jim got hacked.
What did you do to get all your stuff back? You had to just start from stage one, and
I had to methodically take control of it and
open up new
Be very
accounts.
calm.
And
no, I can't, because what I do, because I'm a musician, it's like everything goes through my distribution company. It goes through Sony Universal TuneCore. So it goes through TuneCore, and I have everything set up on Pay. And yeah, they've been stealing all the money out of my accounts, all my bank accounts. They've ruined contracts for me. They've destroyed record deals, contracts. My day job, I don't know if you know, is I'm accredited film score composer. So I pick up jobs scoring multi-genre, multi-language music for films and videos and stuff like that. And they totally wiped out my packages. These people want me to not have a home. They want me not to have any friends. They want me to never play music. They want me to not be seen ever, not to perform. They don't want my original music out ever. And it's all because, well, it's because of a lot of things. They say it's because this one girl is jealous, the girl that attacked me in a bathroom 20 years ago. But the truth of the matter is, I'm worth over $1 billion, and there's over 100 people that have been trying to steal it from me. So through an inheritance, it's a long story, but it's real. I was left a small village. It's literally called La Villita in downtown San Antonio. A whole village, old as the Alamo. I was left that. It's an art complex. And I was left that by my family so that I could do something wonderful for music and for the city and for the people. They left me money. And
Isn't that amazing, Jim? You are our second billionaire that we've interviewed. That is freaking cool.
I don't have it in my hands yet, but
I know.
I'm going to be a major sponsor.
is that like a
Yeah, you are.
It's already coming.
Sponsor, man.
I will sponsor. I'll buy you a new studio. I'm not even
I
kidding.
love you so much. I think you're
I love you
amazing.
too.
I
I'm
love
so grateful.
all the time that we get to talk online
great.
and stuff. And yeah, she's a film composer. That's
unexpected
what
pleasure.
she does. She has her band Distant Sun Rising that creates great freaking music, and she's about to be a multi-billionaire.
Is there another song?
By her?
Yeah.
Well, we don't have another song loaded by her.
We need some more music if you don't mind. We'd like to.
Send me your whole album. And also,
I'm about to
since we're talking about
release
music,
another.
when's your album come out?
Well, that's the deal. Because I'm independent AF. Independent artist
That's
AF. Yeah, that's right.
Jim's
Independent
writing
AF.
this one down.
Independent AF.
Hey,
I'm
I
an
already swore
independent
at you.
artist. I work contract, with like I actually got discovered. I guess you could call it discovered, but I signed a deal with Stuart Epps. Stuart Epps did Led Zeppelin. He did the Rolling Stones. He did Twisted Sister. I heard that earlier. He did Barry White. He did Bad Company. I mean, you name it. Stuart was there. He has Epps Records is in London. And he actually found me on a website that's not there anymore called Music X-Ray. And I would submit music for films there all the time. That's where they pick up film score. And I sent him a song, and he's like, wow, who are you? And he said, let me put one of your songs out for you. So we already had a deal. We had already signed a deal. And these people found out about it, and they didn't want me to have a deal. They wanted me to be wiped out. So these people, it's so stupid. These people actually hacked my computer, stole my music, went to him and said, "She didn't write that. We wrote that." These two dumb girls. I'm sorry, but they really are stupid. It's really dumb
Are
to
they
me.
competitors? Are they afraid of you, or are they jealous?
Not even a musician. They're jealous. They're not even musicians. They work in the on the outside, like in they're I don't know. They're some I don't know what they are. I don't care. I don't really care. All I know is that my music's already copywritten. It's already registered with BMI. You name it. It's already way mine, and you can't. They didn't even bother to like re-record it. They used my voice, my original recording of the song they stole from me, and put it out as their own, and lied to Epps and told them that this girl was my mentor or something. She doesn't even play music at all. So
Well, I guess there's no reason to sue them unless they're making money off the record,
they're
right?
making money off it.
They
They're
are?
exploiting the hell out of it. Yes, of course
Okay,
they
well
are.
then,
And they're slandering me and just been
punish
defaming me.
them.
Oh, I'm gonna. Don't worry. What's even worse, they're doing all of this from my house on a property that was left to me in downtown San Antonio. I know where they are. They're there right now hiding out in a basement because they're in trouble. But these people, they tried to ruin my record contract, put my music out as their own because they wanted to see what it was like to be me or some crap. I don't know. I don't really care. What I care about is the law, and you hacked my business. Dude, we're talking labor trafficking, human trafficking. These people have done the most, making me feel unsafe. They put a hidden camera in my bedroom to watch me. It's still there. I had to
Yeah.
cover it. That's what I've been dealing with. And threatening my life every single day, trying to make me feel afraid. Well, guess what? I'm not afraid of shit. And you people don't scare me, and I can see you.
And
I can see you.
You had to get the FBI involved, right?
Yeah, I got the DOJ involved for almost 5 years ago when they hacked me the first time. Is when I started making reports. Because, the paranormal shit is, excuse my language, you have to be
It's
able
all
to
right.
prove,
It's all down here.
you have to be able to prove that these people are trying to literally tear your life apart. They want you dead. They try to sacrifice you, and you didn't die. So they're going to, because they want your energy, and it's so weird and neurotic and dark, and it's not my thing. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to judge anyone, but it's just not cool. And they've gone really far. Even these people eat human flesh. They eat abomination. That's how far they go. And the only reason I know that is because they're green. They turn green from abomination. It's horrifying.
From Maybe Timu.
So,
Many
sorry.
thanks.
It's really horrible. So they're hiding out all green in a house on a property that belongs to me that's historical in downtown San Antonio. And I wasn't supposed to know where they are.
First, you have to tell me where you are. Go to privacy
Shut up,
settings.
Siri. So yeah, it's crazy. The thing is that I have abilities. I'm clairsentient, so I can see them. I can actually see them. I know where they are. I know what they're doing, and it's scary accurate. Like I know where they are right now. They're sitting in a basement at a table right now, watching this, freaking out. But I'm not even kidding. They're in a lot of trouble. They've got detectives and stuff up their rear end, and they're about to get dragged out of there. I just want them out of my life. I don't know these people. There's people that are related to me that are involved. They've paid and bribed so many people, and they're in trouble. And I'm not mad at them still. I'm just like, okay, well, y'all are stupid. You tried to kill me for money, for my money, and you are caught. So you might want to stop attacking me because you're very exposed. And they still are attacking me. They're still attacking me. They're still doing magic and doing dumb stuff, and they're about to go down. But I'm not going to let it ruin my day. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, you're doing really well. When's your album come out? When's the whole album?
Excuse me.
It's all good.
Well,
Okay.
I tell you what, it was supposed to come out in March, and I was going to release it on Epps, But because this happened, they wiped out all my bank accounts. They don't want me to have any money or to be able to travel. They don't want me to travel. I had a fundraiser and they stole the money. They've done that 3 times. How do you steal money from Bikers Against Child Abuse? That's what these people
awful.
have done. Twice, I know. They stole my
awful.
fundraiser money from T-shirt sales. They steal all the money out of my accounts. And they're caught. And I'm just waiting for them to like, hurry, just go to jail, please, so I can move on with my life. So I can't. And as soon as I have money, I'll put my album out. It's ready to go. I've got
It sounds amazing. We love
36
it.
songs,
Everybody
new
loves
songs.
all the tracks. I wish
I'm
I had
ready.
another one to lead out the interview with
Me
you, but
too.
I don't right now.
Sorry.
But next time we have you on, which was
36 songs I've written since this started.
36.
Yeah, I write every day, all day. I can't
They're
help
not-
it.
They're not all 1-4-5 kind of thing, right?
No,
and
they're
they're not
all
just
very
AG,
different.
AG, or 2-chord songs. I don't.
No, they're incredibly complicated. Actually, I'm a film
Well,
score.
that's cool. A lot of people say I wrote this song and it's a 1-4-5.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you wrote that, huh?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah,
No, I'll send you
her
something.
stuff is really cool. It's different. Texas rocker, blues.
Yeah, this one is this is different. Yeah, for sure.
Well, we had a great time with you, hon. But we do have to say goodnight to you. We have to move on. We still have some stuff we gotta get done. But I want to thank you so much for coming on. Very
We want to see you soon again.
yeah, we want to see you again soon. You're very energetic. You're sexy as hell. You're fun. I enjoy all of our
I
conversations.
love you so much, and I'm so grateful for you. I love
Right.
your show.
Oh man,
Thank you
I'm
so much,
blushing
guys.
now. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
And very honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I love you, and so does Jim, and we want to hear. We'll be playing your music, of course, a great deal. But everyone, this has been Monica and Solis, not only extraterrestrial, visitor from another planet, sent here to save us all, bring us to ascension, and also writes amazing freaking music.
There you go.
All right, we're gonna jump into it. This is Ancient Limbs, a song called "Drowning."
See ya.
Monica, you have a great night, hon. We love you.
I don't know how to turn it off. But
I got you.
I wanted to.
Your trauma left on display.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, we can.
Okay,
Yeah. We couldn't until the music stopped.
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. We were talking about it the other time.
It's great. Man, we got a lot to say.
Hell yeah. So I have a little introduction for you, buddy. And here we go. The metal scene in Cleveland, Ohio is considered to have started in the late 1970s and early 80s, with local bands emerging during this period and establishing what is known as Cleveland metal. As a subgenre of heavy metal music, they say Destructor was the very first metal bands to start it off for us. Some notable area musicians include Maynard from Tool, Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails, and Marilyn Manson. Heavy metal appeared in the lyrics of Steppenwolf's Born to Be Wild in 1968 with Heavy Metal Thunder, right? By the early 70s, rock critics were using it to refer to a specific style of music. Cleveland's tough, Rust Belt exterior, hard-nosed Ohioans continue this style of music nightly across many rockin' venues, like the Mercury Lounge, the Vortex, the Foundry, Solid Gold Lounge as well. So many more places to play for bands. And taking us on this metal ride is Johnny Rawker from the band Conspiracy 216. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Sorry, my voice is a little shot for obvious reasons.
Why? I have no idea why, bro.
Right? I think maybe been doing all that yelling during Twisted Sister, right?
Oh, man. After I got done singing with you on Twisted Sister, I sat next to Jim and I go, I haven't sang for a long time. My throat hurts.
Right? Yeah, it's amazing.
That was
how it
freaking
gets
great.
into you, man.
Hey, dude, you're the first guy that brought me up on stage of all the bands we know, right? All the bands.
That's awesome, man.
You were the first. And first time to get me and Jim on stage together. That was cool, too.
So much fun. Yes.
Yeah, we had a great
Absolutely,
time.
man. That was fun for us, dude. Last night was wild. Like, we knew that there was kind of a buzz going around town, and we thought, like, man, this might be pretty good. But, the rule of crowds, you guys are in bands, you know how it is. If 100 people tell you they're coming, you count on a third, right? And it was just, half hour before set opened, it was asses to elbows in there, and the fact that we even held that crowd through the third set, which was, pretty amazing. Usually by set 3, people are kind of starting to peel off, but man, it was crazy all the way to midnight last night. But thank you guys and Outlaw Nation, man, and everybody coming out.
Yeah, man, that was
awesome.
cool. That place was packed. I even said to you this morning, I was like, man, all those chicks in there, you need to make a street team. That'd be so cool, too. And thank you so much for the sticker. I have it right here. It's on the clipboard, as you could see.
Well, hell yeah, man. That's awesome, dude. Thank you. You guys repping as well, man.
Yeah.
So, like to kind of go back to your intro, you're talking about Cleveland metal. Cleveland came on my radar. I grew up like my teenage years. I was in Dayton, Ohio, and I was in a death metal band called Eternal Suffering. And we had what was called like the Dayton Death Corps, and we used to trade shows with folks in Cleveland. Like there was bands like Toxic Death. They ended up changing the name to Ecotox back in the day. Doom Syndicate, right? You had Ascension, you had Skip Line, all those bands, and with like I'll never forget my first time playing the old Peabodys. Just being a kid in high school, like thinking, man, we're going to Cleveland. This is awesome.
Yeah.
So so much history here, man, and it's kind of cool. The conspiracy is just going to be a little part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very cool. So I have a couple questions for you. And so my questions are, what bands should Jim and I be listening to in the Cleveland scene that you listen to that you're blown away by? And I know that we both like Ancient Limbs and Inherently Lost, but there's so many more.
I think to me, the quintessential Cleveland band, and I know they're not technically active right now, like they're doing some legacy shows and stuff, but it's my boys in Chimera. Like me and Mark go very way back. When I was in a band down south, Project Downfall, hardcore band, we hooked up with Chimera, down there. And literally my first day, my first 24 hours in Cleveland, I run into Mark Hunter out of nowhere. And it's like, what the hell are you doing here, hillbilly? And he kind of got me plugged into things here. I helped get him on Twitch, like we both do that Twitch streaming thing. And but they've been super supportive. But to me, man, like, I know I'm a little biased, but Chimera are the kings of Cleveland. Like
I agree with you.
They were the perfect embodiment of that hardworking Midwestern vibe. They're regular dudes. Like they've played all over the world. They've done all the shit, and they are so humble and so cool, and never forgot where they came from. And to me, that's just the perfect example. If you had to look up Cleveland metal in a dictionary, it's Chimera.
Hey, you want to hear something crazy? When I put this together and I was talking about Destructor, I was on Facebook and I just happened to come across the band Destructor's page. It just popped up and he was back in town. He lives in Night Kingdom or something, and they tour. And he lives in Europe.
Yeah, Dave's a super cool guy. He actually, when we were recording Force Fed, he was one of the guys that I bounced that track off of. He is a thrash pioneer, right? He works in a professional studio, and so I definitely kind of took all that feedback, that I got from him and put it in, and you might see some conspiracy Destructor stuff coming in the future. I'm just saying.
That'd be awesome.
I'm not saying, but maybe
even some Chimera.
Well, sub's in my eye. Wink.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Hey, here my other question for you is, we've talked about this a little bit, but I just want to know. We talked more about the music scene. I want to know more about the Cleveland metal scene. What's the metal scene mean to you? And I know that you've been here for a little while, but you didn't start in Cleveland, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. I've kind of been from all over. I did a post on Facebook about this a little while ago that out of all the scenes that I've been a part of, right, I've never seen a scene that was more universally supportive than the Cleveland scene, right? Like scenes that I've been in, like down south, while they were very active, like especially during the MySpace days, bands were just out to slit each other's throat. Like you showed up to other band shows to promote your stuff. You know what I mean? And here it's like, I was in Cleveland, from 2018, and I didn't even think about getting active again in music until last year. So it was literally just me going to cover band shows, going to original, metal shows, keeping my head under the radar, and just, meeting folks and hanging out. And it's like the friendships that we've made has just been awesome. You know what I mean? Like folks, like last night we had, Hair Nation folks, Whiskey Bound country folks, we had Four Locos folks, we had Grunge DNA folks, Brad Slitt, Cleveland legend, he was in the house. You know what I mean? Like just everybody shows up and supports for everybody, and it is truly a unique thing to Cleveland, and I think it's awesome. Like I love it.
Yeah, I love it too. I've been Clevelander pretty much my whole life. We did travel around a little bit growing up, so I got to see a lot of different scenes. Virginia had a different music scene to it for sure.
Yeah, that's actually my hardcore band, Project Defo. We were out of Bristol, Virginia, which Bristol is just an entirely. We could do a whole show about.
I could talk a
weirdness
lot
that
about
is
Richmond,
Bristol,
Virginia.
Tennessee, right?
Yeah. Oh, South is a totally different scene, but I'll tell you more about it when I go to South Carolina this summer and Washington D.C. with Mr. Moonlight. We have
let's
some
go.
plans to go
You
to.
guys need a roadie, man. Let me know. That's my stomping ground. Son.
gosh.
We have a little festival we're gonna go do. All right.
go.
So my last question for you, Johnny, is where do you see yourself and the Cleveland metal scene, say, in the next 5 years?
I am a firm believer that I think this period that we're about to hit in metal is almost like the late 80s, early 90s. Like that is really where you saw heavy, aggressive music become such an underground force that it knocked its way into the mainstream, right? And you have so many bands that are so talented, and the internet is amazing right now for folks that, I mean, look at the Conspiracy album. I did the whole thing in this apartment. You know what I mean? Like that was like myself in 1995 could never have comprehended like doing a studio quality album at home. You know what I mean? It was everything were locked behind those walls. Um, and honestly, I hear a lot of musicians of our generation, right, that kind of gatekeep, and I think they feel threatened because it is so much easier for folks to do music now. But like to me, it's not about us old dudes, right? Like right now, there is a 14-year-old in his bedroom right now that's writing the next Crazy Train riff, right? Or is writing the next Cowboys from Hell, or whatever it is. And it's like music is always a cycle. You know what I mean? And I really feel like it's about to come up big for metal. And if I can real quick, that's what was so important about last night's show is I've really been trying to get a lot of these venue owners that normally only does 90s cover bands or 80s cover bands or whatnot. I've been trying to get them exposed to the idea of like Cleveland is a hotbed of metal, right? That there are fans that want it. Yeah, I mean, like, how many times have you guys went to a Hair Nation show or a grunge show or whatever and hear that one guy, play Slayer, man, play Pantera,
Yeah.
And it's like, that was just my idea from the get-go is we're going to play the stuff people want.
Well,
You know what I
last
mean?
night was
Like,
amazing.
Absolutely. Like, Jen from Solid Gold hit me up. She was like, you guys by far are the heaviest thing that's ever been in my bar. And it was ballsy coming out of the gate swinging with originals. I mean, it's supposed to be a cover show, right? And Force Fed got the best reaction all night. You know
We
what
missed
I mean?
it too. God damn it.
I-
We missed
well,
it, Jim.
but That's all right,
We'll have
man.
to, well, you know
We'll
what?
get
We
you out
just
the
get
next
to
one.
see it next time.
Can you
Absolutely.
name the members in your band?
Yeah, so it's myself, Johnny Rawker on
Yeah.
guitar and vocals. We've got Josh Nichols on guitar. We call him the Ginger Viking. Great big old redheaded, axe carrying looking dude. We got Jonathan
Caveman.
Cartagena on bass.
Yeah, very good.
Everybody knows Jonathan in town. Jonathan was in the band Green Jelly, right? Like remember Three Little Pigs and all that. Jonathan was a touring member of Green Jelly for a little while. And the star of the show last night, hands down,
Yeah.
the Machine Brett Miller, chat.
The drummer?
Yes.
yeah.
Wait
God.
a minute. I my jaw fell down to the floor last night after that during that drum solo. Honestly,
We intentionally
loved it.
saved
That
a
is
drum
nuts.
solo. We saved that solo for you guys being there because it's like I knew I wanted Jim to see it in person, right? And that's kind of the joke of his nickname, right? Is we've had all these people that hear our tracks are like, that's not a real drummer, that's a drum machine, that's too perfect, and that's this and that's that. And I just kept saying, just wait.
Yeah,
right?
it was
Like,
awesome.
just wait.
Hey, man.
You just have to see it.
Everybody was blown away.
Yeah, and
Yep.
you never see drum solos anymore. That was
Absolutely,
so
man.
freaking good.
And
He's got to be one of the best drummers I've seen in Cleveland ever.
Yeah.
Since I've been around.
Hey,
well,
Johnny,
and
while
here-
Johnny,
Oh,
while
hey.
you're here, check this
Yeah.
out. And we're talking about him right now, so let's play this real quick. I gotta find it. Yeah, here it is. This is so cool.
I like the way he stops in the middle of a solo, like just for a couple beats and starts. So, it's what you don't play too at times,
Yeah, so here you go. This was Death Slayer. Getting tracked right there.
That's
There
Brett,
you go,
the
man. The
machine,
man.
man.
Absolutely.
Isn't that cool? We play that all the time, bro. That's
Yep.
so
I
freaking
posted
cool.
a video. You'll have to maybe show it next week or something. I posted a video on Facebook of that drum solo.
I saw it,
Like,
but I was
it's-
already on my way to gyms, and
Yep.
we had some issues getting set up, and then some other things popped up that we had to. We
Well,
were kind of
and-
scrambling to get to the show.
To go back to what we just talked about a minute ago, like where you're asking where the future of metal is, Brett is the perfect example. That kid's 18 years old.
18,
18 years old.
amazing.
And can play like that, and
It's gonna be amazing what he's gonna be like in 2 years.
absolutely, man.
Just it's all the way up for him, man. Up is the
For
only way to
sure.
go. He's gonna
I
be
know.
awesome.
It's
I
kind of
just
like
saw-
riding a rocket. We're just going to hold on tight, and
Yeah.
I'm going to ride as much as I can for him, and let's go, baby.
Do you guys do any Alice in Chains?
We've talked about doing We Die Young.
It's a good choice.
And maybe like Them Bones. Like, the thing is, there's so many 90s bands. So many 90s
It's
bands.
hard to get them all
Yeah, and
in.
Grunge DNA does a lot of
oh,
that.
yeah.
Then you have Four Locos that do it too.
So it's you got Bad Juju and you got
Yeah.
World's End, right? So
Yeah.
it's like we're intentionally trying to do things, like I said, that's in that next step, right? Like you've got all the grunge, you've got all the hard rock staples, and like then you have that stuff that like it's not death metal, but it's got that energy. You've got your Slayers, you've got your White Zombies, you've got Static X. Like all that kind of stuff. So like we're for our cover shows, we're trying to lean a little more into that kind of stuff to kind of differentiate us. But make no mistake, like Conspiracy is an original band. Now that this first show is out there, I'm locking myself here in the studio starting tomorrow. And the plan is to get the full album done so that quite possibly this festival that we're talking about with you guys might be the Conspiracy album release party.
That would be super cool.
If we can, fingers crossed and planets aligned and all that good stuff,
And,
if we can.
Jim has no idea about this. I didn't even have a chance to share. Well, we were talking about adding you to the festival for Saturday night.
That's a
Absolutely.
great idea.
How would you like to hear in Wellington, Ohio, in the country, Seek and Destroy just echoing through downtown? How cool would that be?
Very good.
All right. Well, listen, Johnny, I thank you so much for coming on the show. As always, you're awesome. And I want to say this about last night. I think you changed a lot of people's minds about booking you. I could see you being at the local in North Olmsted. So many people love metal. And once it gets out that you guys do Seek and Destroy, like note for note, I mean, that was so good.
Well, I
The guy
appreciate
next
it,
to
man.
me that I don't know said to me, goes, I think they're doing the whole album. And then he was like, no, they're not doing the whole album, but this is like perfect. So yeah, you had a lot of people's attention.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Like, well,
Dude.
it'll only get better from here, man.
Yeah, there was people there last night that didn't come to see you, that were just hanging out at the bar. They were down at the end, and I was listening to them. They're all talking about how great you guys were. So congratulations, you crushed it last night.
Well, we certainly appreciate it, man. Like I said, thank you guys and for supporting us from day one, and looking forward to the future.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
We'll have you on soon, and we're going to talk soon. And I'll talk to you probably Monday about the festival. All right?
All right, sounds good, man.
All right,
Be
cool.
good.
Why don't you
See
lead
you
us
guys.
out with one of your brand new songs here?
All right, I
Introduce
think
it.
they've got Force Fed queued up for you guys, chat. So I can tell you right now, this will be the first track on the album. We're coming out swinging, so hopefully you guys like it. And thank you.
All right, awesome.
See ya.
Outlaw Radio listeners, Johnny Rawker.
Thank you,
Conspiracy
Johnny.
216. You have a good night, bro.
All right, you guys too.
Don't think, just do. Fight hard, push through, be quick, or die. Force fed the lies. Sorry sound, get on your feet. Weapons in hand, an enemy to meet. Bring the charge and face the call. By our hand, they will fall. Propaganda, force-fed children. March on through the shattered buildings. Face the heat and fight the cold. Just do what you're told. Run, fight, kill, die. Don't think, just do. Fight hard, punch through, be quick, or die. Force fed the lies. Empty shells, scatter remains, bullet holes, and blood stains. Keep moving, ignore the pain. Don't look, you're all the same. Propaganda, force-fed soldiers. We think for you, follow orders. Take aim, fire, and reload. Just do what you're told. Run, fight, kill, die. Don't think, just do. Fight hard, punch through, be quick, or die. Force fed the lies. Seven down the door, not chest. Fueled by the crimson shed. Scars inside I never show. Just outer wounds that we adore. Gun stripes adorn your chest. Signs of war where you have left. Ignore yourself and digest everything that you're force fed. Propaganda, force-fed puppets. Step aside, you useless puppets. Face the march and step in time. Get out to the firing line. Learn your place and keep it down. We'll come here to take the crown. Press you in to the mold. Just do what you're told. Run, fight, kill, die. Don't think, just do. Fight
That about breaks. We haven't even been on. We had that still the whole time. Man, we're really rocking tonight, baby. This will be our best
Hi,
ratings,
this is
too.
Jeff James,
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
and you're listening to Outlaw Radio. This is like the show where we had fantastic guests. We had Johnny Rawker, huge in Cleveland, right? He's going to be huge. That guy has no give up in him.
You know, there's a lot of growth potential with these guys. Have they played Cam's Corners, for example? Or do they have a gig there? He was talking about the camaraderie, whatever that word is, with musicians. And Cleveland is a good city for that. And, his scene and where he goes and his bars, it's really cool. And
He's a good dude.
I got to say the same thing about Cam's. There's jam sessions there every week, and there's like 20, 30 musicians that come playing any instrument, and everybody gets along really well, it seems like. I'm sure there's spits and spats, but Cleveland is a pretty groovy place for that. And even going down, Lorraine is even nicer, I think. Boy, you go to that Whiskeyville, and, people just, they're so friendly there, too. Yeah. Nick Caruso.
Yeah,
Jeff
Nick's a good guy.
Rowe. I haven't seen Ed for a while. I wonder what he's doing.
No, but I do believe he pops up on Facebook and leaves us comments and stuff. But talking about Jeff Rowe, okay, let me bring this up. We have something very cool that we're doing in combination with many other people. We just happen to be invited to be a part of this great event, and I'm talking about the Boutique Smoke Shop in Wellington, Ohio. From 4/24, which is April 24th, to the 26th, we will be there broadcasting from 12 o'clock-ish to 2 every day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll have music they have music from 2 to 8 p.m. Jim Bellinger's playing, Let It Burn Band's playing, Eric Paul, Kim J, Mr. Moonlight. The Let It Burn Band, like I said, Birdos, Tullamore Few, Dwayne Albert's Devil's Rodeo. We have Oblivia. We have Ebenezer the Crow. Conspiracy 216 is going to play. Doug Nichols is going to play. And we have a couple other that we need to confirm. But that's the lineup so far.
It's very impressive. You guys got to go out to Wellington. It is the neatest Ohio town I think there is.
It is a fantastic little town. It's great. You can walk all around. It's fantastic.
Great history and just such nice vibes.
Yeah, like those little towns.
Just that whole area, not just there, but
it's a nice drive out there too, isn't it?
yeah, it doesn't take long, folks. It doesn't.
Yeah. So there's going to be a poster made. It's not made yet because all the information hasn't been sent over. But what's great is we have a Zenify, we have Wild Cucumber LLC, we have Rockstar Radio Underground. Juggernaut Productions is also helping the sponsor, so there's a lot of movement behind it. The festival has vendors, so there's going to be people making bowls and pipes and
I bought some stuff last year. I supported the people selling their goods. Hey, they have to make a living. You got to go there and you have to buy stuff from these people. I got some nice stuff.
Yeah, you did. We both got shirts. We ate there. We had fun. The music was good, but this time around, I think it's going to be a little bit busier.
I got a real nice coaster that I could put my tea on and coffee and stuff from there. It's very nice. I like it. I use it every day.
So I should say this, too. When I played in a band, and I played in a band with some of these guys that are leaving these crazy comments. I mentioned it earlier, but I played in the band Quad, and we used to play the pot festivals, and I love that vibe, that whole hippie type thing. I wouldn't really consider myself a hippie. I'm more of like a Hell's Angel on that side of things, like the Rolling Stones at what was
Altamont.
It? Altamont.
Disaster.
I'd probably fit in more with that crowd than I would a hippie crowd.
Yeah, there was a stabbing there, I think, right?
Yeah, but I like that. I like that vibe of the hippie crowd because when we went and saw Sugar Magnolia, man, those girls in those sundresses, damn, that was a good time, right?
Yes, sirree.
That was a great time. But yeah, so Wellington, Ohio, April 24th through the 26th, we're going to be there doing a live broadcast. We're going to be interviewing every single musician. We're going to interview people that are just from that town. We're going to interview everybody. And we're not going to have a script. We're going to go totally off script like we're doing basically right now.
And I think during our live broadcast there, I see no reason why I can't play a couple songs on the acoustic.
No.
Maybe.
Well, we're probably going to live broadcast you playing live on stage.
Yeah. Oh well, that's true.
You know, we have unlimited amount of time that we can broadcast throughout the month, so we might do our show from 12 to 2, and while you're out there playing, I might just go live and put the camera on you and put you live on all of our platforms
Now you're talking.
for everyone to see. Maybe we'll do that with every band. We'll give them one song live. That'd be kind of cool.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's going to be a good time. Also, next week, it's March, thank God, right? We're moving towards spring. Thank the Holy Lord Jesus that it's March.
January, February. Before you know it, it's going to be
We've made it.
2026.
We're almost there, Jim. We're almost there. We're almost the summer. All right. So, but next show on March 2nd brings us the British Invasion Part 2. We have Simon Whitworth. He's from England. He's a musician. He's a screenwriter and a producer. He has worked with many great artists. He's worked with AMG Sony. We have Carla Lynette. She will not be on the show, but we will be playing her music from AMG Sony. Paul
Nice.
Austin, on tour in Slovakia, will be joining us to give us a heads up on his tour and how things are going for him. Darren Ironside, who we played tonight with the song Rocking Chair from the Midnight Whiskey Massacre, will be on the show with us. He's a very cool guy. Bloke. He calls me Bloke.
You're a bloke.
Bloke.
I could fake an English accent if I want to.
I have blisters on my fingers.
Where's John?
John.
Where's John?
Paul. Yeah, I think we'll do just fine with that. And then we have James Warr, who's a rising star, and you know who he is. He has a new album coming out, too.
Ooh, I want to hear that.
So what I want to know is the big question I'm going to ask them is going to be, what is it like in the United Kingdom being in a rock band? Tell me what your stories about venues, what it's like out there, what the support is like or non-support. We want to know about it. Right, Jim?
I know they're going through some really tough times there with social unrest, but every place in the world seems to be like that
Yeah.
now.
I talked to Darren, and we're not able to talk about it a lot on the air. You know why?
Yeah, we got to stay away from the politics and.
Well, not so much on our shows. I like talking about it, but not so much with them because they're under very strict rule.
Well,
in the
that's
United
right.
Kingdom.
They might get
They could get arrested for talking badly against the government.
for insulting somebody
for
or
being
something.
insulting or something like that. So we have to be very careful with our interview with these guys in the United Kingdom, which is crazy, right? Almost sounds like Germany, Nazi Germany. It's just so weird how things have changed, and it's crazy.
I don't know if it was England or what country there, but weren't they saying like they were going to try to prosecute other people saying things from other countries? Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm from the United States. They would lock you up in a second, Jim, if you were over there.
I know. I have to. Well, I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's going to be a great show. On the 9th, all right, so I should back up and say Paranormal Chef Matt Guka won't be back on Outlaw Radio until March 9th. When he does join the show, as I said earlier, he'll be talking about Aleister Crowley. The lineup for the second, the British Invasion, will include a lot of UK bands and a lot of brand new rock and roll and a brand new song from Jim. Not a lot of people have heard it yet, but it did turn the ear of Mark Berry from AMG Sony. And Jim doesn't know this yet, but also turned the ear of another guy from Universal Records.
I did not know that either.
Maybe they'll be competing for you. Who knows? But there's some good things happening for Jim and his music. My new band, the Black Roses, or old band, what do you want to call them? We'll have a song on both those shows, but we have brand new music coming. We have a ton of submissions. We have a bunch of new subscribers, and things are moving along really well.
Every day I'm on Facebook, and there's people wanting me to accept them into our group, it's like 5-10 a day. It's really something. And the songs we're getting for people to play. It's hard to. I know we said that already, but it's worth repeating.
Yeah. Hey, we had a lot of people join the show today. I know we're still doing the show, but we had a lot of people on. Johnny Rawker, Janine Spring, My Cleveland Project. We had Zach from the Grill. We had Trash Man Dean came on. The
Yeah.
Let It Burn band came on. So many people, and I want to thank them out there. Had also some really great comments, and we appreciate those comments as well. It's sad I don't see Matt Gutka, but he's with his dad, and we're praying for you.
I thought I was going to see my daughter Lindsay make an appearance or a comment or something. You didn't see that, huh?
No,
Amongst
not yet.
all
I
the
haven't.
amongst all the vulgarity comments. Jim, you have a great blah blah blah, and I want it nah nah nah.
Hey, I want to read this.
Good going with those comments.
Yeah,
Nice.
those ones are awesome. That's what
Nice.
happens when you make a great impression on the band that you played in. And who knows, it could also be an ex-girlfriend. I don't know. But it sucks having all that hate. But this one I really liked, and I want to read it to you because I haven't read any of them. I'm not going to put it up, but I want to read it. It's great. Whose butthole is tighter, Jeff or Jim? Asking for a friend.
I can't quite get it up high enough. You guys judge. I'm fair. I'm fair.
That one was
Very
good. That was
fair.
actually funny. I can laugh at that one. Oh, goddamn funny. This is perfect. I wonder at what point, Jim, at what point did my mom and dad turn off today's show? Do you know that today was the first show that they were going to watch?
Oh, Oh no!
They have never in 2 years watched this show.
And they're gonna watch the show today, and we
They're-
had those technical difficulties and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I think my dad probably turned that TV off a while ago. Not so much with my swearing, but some of the comments. My mom's 90. Can you imagine her reading that? What'd they say? Whose butthole's tighter? Jimmy.
I'm speechless with that.
Jimmy.
Like I can understand if somebody asked the question like, whose boobies are bigger? Right? That's acceptable, kinda.
It's totally acceptable.
Not really, but butthole
Yeah. Butthole is such an awful word.
sounds like an episode of Howard Stern back in the 90s.
Yeah. Beehole sounds much better. I don't know. I'm speechless right now. I think we're gonna play music,
That sounds good.
and then I need to take a break. I think this will be the first show in 4 months that during this little stretch, I'm gonna play like 2 or 3 songs in a row, and I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and talk to Jim. So here we go. I'm gonna play 3 songs in a row. How about that, Jim? Want to do that? Let's take a little break.
Okay. I actually wanted to. Well, no. We could wait till next week to do that.
Well, we could do it this week. We're just going to take a quick little break. I need to stretch my butthole and then, get to it.
It's too tight, huh?
It's too tight. And it
Well,
needs to be
don't look at me when you say that.
ram away. Here we go. This is Heartbite from a band in France. Check them out. Followed by Wretch and Witch Rune. See you soon.
Suicide and it closes on my mind. Am I fool? Am I mad? That's a fool. That's a fool. Veins pierce my body. Yes, I, with dagger in hand, carve the abyss from this wretched end. Grandiose chaos dominion, witness the blessing of the serpent's venom course through my veins, purify my bloodstream, sensation becoming cosmic death. My blood and sun, thy glorious might, bring forth the storm of hell, rend my blackened soul, this prison of flesh. Cloaked in the brilliant light of the five-pointed storm. Yes, the cosmos is torn in Armageddon. His holy illumination wash away the putrid filth of God. Threshold, the invited womb. Slip through the volval veil in cataclysmic release. The ecstasy slash my spirit. The illusory realm fall to death. Nox mortis et sanguinis. Tears of the Ceres turn to wind. Spilling chirographic testimony of defeat. Nox Adventures satanic spiritual awakening. The great adversaries triumph. Nox mortis et sanguinis. Three swords drawn, three cups filled, three words thus spoke through me. Sanguis proceeds.
Bangers.
Banging head bangers. The show is for you guys tonight. Cleveland
yeah.
metal scene.
We definitely made the metal scene happy tonight. If
We
that doesn't
totally
make
did.
you happy, nothing's gonna.
Nothing's gonna make you happy if that didn't make you happy.
But
That's
you-
some heavy rock music. 3 in a row. Just like a real radio
My
station. would
God.
do. Very cool, right?
Yes. I guess next week's going to be a little different, though. We're going to be doing different types of music and talking to some really good people. Rob Stibbs.
Yeah, he'll be coming
He's
soon.
back in town with Smedley's, and I just can't wait to get him on the show. He is a character. He's the nicest guy.
Well, we'll be seeing Stibbs in April, sometime right before the boutique show. We'll also see Matt J. Chase, and we'll do the Outlaw Country show. But next week, we have Across the Pond. We're going to be going to the UK, listening to music from the UK and England. And we'll also be playing some music from the United States, all Cleveland area, as well as new song by Jim.
Yeah, well, they didn't play one of my songs today, but that's okay. I don't always have to have my songs on. I'm pretty cool with that.
That's because you're not metal. I'm not
Yeah,
metal
that's
either.
right. I couldn't be metal if I had to. I can't be country. I am what I am. I am's what I am's. Give me a pipe.
I am
like
working
Popeye.
I am working on something heavier, but it doesn't really fit into metal. And Black Roses wasn't metal, and I don't play any of Quad's music on here, so I didn't fit into the show either. But next week I have a new song. You have a brand new song, and we're going to be playing some great tunes and talking to some very interesting people. We have a lot of stuff coming up and a lot of stuff going on.
I can't wait.
And you didn't do the Shenanate.
I know. I read it and I thought it was good yesterday, and then I read it, today, and it was just nonsense. It made no sense. Basically, I wanted to talk about words, and there was this one guy that posted a bunch of words on Facebook, and he said how these words aren't going to have as much power. I mean, words have power, right? Well, he said,
yeah, they definitely do.
And he wrote down about 10 words that definitely are not going to mean the same and are not going to be used as much, and they're not going to have as much power as they did before the election. So,
and I did a whole paranormal thing about CERN and Bohemian Grove, and I didn't read any of it. So, Matt, I apologize. Fell apart with the paranormal story.
how about if I name the words that he said? See
Let's hear the
just
words.
real quick. Okay, Nazi. Everybody is calling everybody a Nazi. Both sides.
Nazi.
You want to get, get people out of the country, so you're a Nazi.
Tactical nuke incoming!
And the other side says, you want to change our culture and make this place terrible, so you're a Nazi. So both sides are basically saying it. But how about bigot? Bigot, he's saying that's going to lose its power. Racist. Hopefully.
Have you ever been
Is he a
called
dreamer?
bigot?
Is he just hoping? Sexist? All these words. Hopefully, in the next 4 years, you won't hear as much of that.
Misogynist in there?
Misogynist there is, and
Really?
what
a misandrist.
that's the opposite of
They
misogynist.
never use that word, though.
I know. How come when somebody say you're a misogynist, how come the reply isn't, well, you're a misandrist? You're a homophobe. Well, how come? I've never heard this. If I've never heard it, I'm sure people do it, but I hear so many people.
That boy is a
Homophobe. He's a homophobe. Well, the obvious comeback was, no, you're a heterophobe, right? Am I wrong about that? So anyways, anybody want
Yeah.
to comment about that next week? We'll get maybe into it or maybe we won't.
Well, here's one thing from the paranormal thing I'll read to you. And it's not really paranormal, but something I came across. In 1989, the World Wide Web was invented by CERN. Did you know that? CERN is funded by the Department of Energy. I wonder if they'll cut that one.
I probably knew
Do
it
we
and
need
forgot
CERN?
it.
Do we really need that thing causing earthquakes? Anyway, so in 1989, the World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee, based on the concept of hypertext. The idea was designed to facilitate information sharing between researchers. And it got me thinking, this guy created the internet. He single-handedly destroyed dating for everyone.
Wait a minute.
Right? He has.
I thought that one vice president, Gore, didn't he invite the internet, invent it? Who said that they was trying to take credit for? I think it was Al Gore, wasn't it?
Al Gore, everyone, invented the internet.
I'd love to get him on the show.
He
have him
single-handedly
explain that.
ruined dating for everyone. Yeah. So, yeah, the CERN is the European Organization for Nuclear Research, known as CERN, an intergovernmental organization that operates the largest particle physics laboratory in the world. They have found the God particle, the particle that makes the universe possible. What else do you think they're up to?
Oh, I don't know, but we could have talked about that earlier
We could have.
with our guest, our wonderful guest.
Hey, she was awesome. Monica
She's-
Ann Solis of Distant Sun Rising was freaking awesome.
Yes.
Beautiful. Sexy.
Nice character.
Smart.
Bubbly.
Intelligent.
Yes. I wonder if she's listening
Informative.
right now.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. You were awesome.
What's my better side, you know?
Yeah. Johnny Rawker, King of Cleveland last night, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Great job last night. You ruled, man. And thank you so much for coming on and talking about the metal scene. Been a good show. No problems here and there, but at least we didn't have any latency,
Yeah.
right?
We're getting there, guys, okay? You know, and like they'll say, oh, we didn't even notice, you know? Like I say, oh, I made so many mistakes, and they go, oh, nobody noticed. They're just trying to be nice. You sucked, you know? You
We
did suck.
we didn't have any production problems whatsoever. We just couldn't get our guest
To unmute.
to unmute her phone. But we didn't really have any of those issues. We just had issues with Monica's on her end.
Oh, was she on her phone? Oh, I thought
think
Monica was.
She was on her laptop first.
Oh,
and
that's what I thought. You know,
the speakers didn't work, and then she went to the phone, and I think is when she went to the phone, it was fine.
that. Oh, okay.
Hey, you know the great thing about it is now she knows, and next time she comes on, she just shoots right on, just like Johnny did.
We're going to have to go through a little bit of a learning seminar with our guests when they come
Yeah.
on. We just can't assume everything's going to be working right.
Yeah, all new guests will probably have to have a little tutorial with us.
Yes, and
to
there's
go
there
over
will be a
everything.
small fee with that.
A small fee. Yeah, so we had a really good time. We have a lot of cool stuff coming on. Janine Springs said it was a great show. and
Oh, thank you, Janine.
Thank you so much, hon. You're beautiful and wonderful as well. And yeah, we had a good time. So what we're going to do, Jim, is we're going to lead out the show. We're going to say good night, Cleveland. What I would like to say to the haters out there, we are Outlaw Radio and you're not, right?
Do your own show.
Do your own show. You got stuff to say, get on there and talk about your own stuff. Don't step on our toes. Right?
Try to get one listener during the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, man, they couldn't
Starts
get...
with one listener and then it grows. That's how it is with us. Our first show. Hey, is anybody listening?
Hey, let me say this, and I'm sure they're listening still. After I quit the band, they tried to replace me with a female singer, and they bombed. They completely fell apart within, like,
Did you ever hear
less
her,
than a year.
Did you hear them with her? Did you hear her with the band?
Yeah, ironically...
Good voice?
No, not good.
Oh,
Not a
well,
good
that,
voice.
That doesn't help.
Ironically, Jim, they kept my music, and the music that I had written for the band for the next album, they kept the lyrics, and they had her sing my songs that I wrote that weren't even released yet, and it was awful. They did this like they took our music and turned it into this weird circus-like craziness. I can't even describe it. I'll play it for you one day, and you'll probably throw up because it was an abomination against all rock and roll. It was the worst crap I ever heard in my life. Right?
Okie dokie.
Okay. That's all I have to say about that. But anyway,
Spanky.
we are Outlaw Radio. You are not. We love you, Cleveland. We love all the support you've given us. We have one more song to play. This song came to me from these guys called the Firing Squad. They're in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The record label sent me the song, and I'm going to play it for you guys right now. We are Outlaw Radio. We will see you next fucking week. Stay cool, Cleveland.
We're out.
We're out, baby.
And Mr. Moonlight, too.
You are Mr. Moonlight. Hi, this is Jeff James,
And this is Mr. Moonlight.
and you're listening to Outlaw Radio.
Rumors of gunpowder, with essential function. Causes run on the line. These battles of attrition. Young men weep in the night, with no will left to fight. The opposition's might, reinforcements denied. Obligation Obligations have been locked and bleeding. Communications have been silent for weeks. Since the final letter I will write. And there is no salvation or street. Or more false they batter the screen. We know they plan to judge until we're done. And the horrors keep on crashing round. On it pierces like a fucking expect for you to survive. Because of fate that is worse than death, as if they take us alive. Obligations have been locked and bleeding. Communications have been silent for weeks. Since the final letter I will write. And there is no salvation or street. A mortal force, they batter, they scream. We know they plan to judge until we're done. And the horrors keep on crashing round. On his pierces like all fucking Lord. The embrace of the futures, accordance will ensue. Chamber, my final round, asking God, what should I do? Obligations have been locked and bleeding. Communications have been silent for weeks. This is the final letter I will write. And there is no salvation or street. Now the chamber was my final round. This bloody mire will be my final burn. And the bullet screams a final song. And it pierces like all fucking I'm stabbed, I'm pierced, I'm blood in this unholy realm. Reliving every anguish in the depths of my hell.
Tactical nuke incoming!